oxides are electrical. And the non-electrical are what? Oxide. Am I right? Good. So put up there oxide. Oxide is not acid. Oxide is neutral. It doesn't have acid or is it? It's alkaline, but it doesn't have energy. Electricity there. Okay. So it draws a lot of energy. So if you have to use the word oxide, you have to put it in. O-X-I-D-E. The opposite of oxide is what? Phosphate. I didn't better go home and put it away. You better. Because whatever ails you inside of you will never be healed. Whatever ails you in your body, if you got it, will never be healed. You just hang it up. Don't even go there. See, I have young kids like her, and younger ones, and they keep me abreast of the mold, the language. Don't worry, I'm not going to fall. It contains oxide of ammonium. That's a dangerous point. It prevents internal wounds from healing. The Japanese knew. Said, put garlic on my wife's cut, lesions. If I did, it would never go. That's what garlic does. It prevents any wound from healing. And if you doubt me, cut yourself and put garlic on it. The mechanical world is with this, not the spiritual. So, brothers and sisters, and ladies and gentlemen, friends and everybody else, it's time for us to raise the understanding that we just left an hour ago, right? Yeah. I know you're not going to go back to it. I know you're not going to put tofu in your mouth, right? Right. How many eat tofu? Be truthful. Because I eat it too. Now, when you eat meat and you eat tofu, you're happy. Because tofu is the answer to meat. You put your garlic on it and you season it, your cumin, and you put that one on the oven or on the frying pan, or you scramble it with tomatoes and onions and stuff, and boy, it is the answer to meat. And now, because tofu contains, I should tell you what tofu contains, isn't it? I don't think that I need to tell you what it is besides starch. Because your brother, our brother, but mainly yours because he was from Georgia, not from Honduras. You see all the wise people in the world came from you. Hey, America, not the black folks in Africa and on earth came from you. Check out all the inventions. Who invented everything in America? I mean, I don't even have to go just go to the Museum of Industry and tell you. George Washington Bob. He used soybean to make plastic. If he used soybean to make plastic, it meant that soybean contained inorganic silica. It's going to tear your reproductive organs out. So the brother that was giving you tofu, either he didn't care about you or he was very, very misinformed. You cannot make plastics out of something unless there is carcinogen or there is silica in it. Nature doesn't do that. So we're not going to eat tofu no more, isn't it? Why do we eat tofu? Because we want to get away from the meat. But I made my own meat. I just made one for my son. He said, Daddy, I heard you invented something new there. Put together something new. I said, yeah, man. What do you do? I need to taste it. I cook some natural rice. You know what natural rice is, right? The black rice, the one that's long, that only comes once a year. You see anything? Oh boy, there we go again. Anything the guy made, only give you crop once a year, not 3 and 4. So I took the rice and I boiled it until it was soft. I took a pound, I took a half a pound, and I put it in a blender, in the food processor. While this thing is processing to be ground up really fine, I put in it some flour from the quinoa or the step. And then I also put in there the mushroom that I talked about. I put some dried tomatoes that I soaked and it was soft and they processed, and I made this dough. I put in it some onions and I put some thyme and some sweet basil and a little bit of veggie salt. I took it out of the food processor and I made these patties, put it on the grill with some olive oil, and that was the best hamburger my son ever had. Everybody that came that night was very, very extremely happy because it was that meat that killed them. The meat that killed them. See, we want to get away from it because we know it's a poison. It's pretty much. Because very smooth veins. Men, they can't have sex up to the past 35. It's a problem they have sex. The wife cries and he doesn't know what to do. I was there, I know what it's like. You feel embarrassed because everything fails. And we're ashamed to say, amen, I'm interested. The only person I know had the nerve to say that was Harry Martin in New York. He said, fellas, I'm interested. I came to see Sebi because I am interested. My wife is complaining. So, are you going to have me, Sebi? And all the sisters looked at him and said, wow. You know, you sisters always like when one of us are truthful. Yeah. When we humble ourselves. Yeah. You like